Hey, what's up, guys? It's Esto here, and I'm here to give you guys my first story time. I've had a lot of crazy things I probably shouldn't have done happen in my life, and I feel now is the time to kind of talk about them, see what I've learned, see what other people can pull from them, and yeah. So this first story is kind of where it all started. Um, it was smoking weed for the first time at 11 years old. Um, it's crazy to say that looking back, because, that's young. um, most 11-year-olds don't even know what that is, or I guess what the concept of it even would be. Um, just to give you like an idea of what my luck looks like, my first time making a video, first time I'm trying to record it, I think he stopped, but one of my neighbors just started going crazy with the lawnmower at 3 p.m. So I'm not hating on him. I'm not hating on the grind, keeping the lawn clean, but what is my luck? First time I'm trying to record, today is the day for bro to go ahead and tend to the lawn. I don't know. That's besides the point. I had to say something about that. So where was I? Back to the story time. So um yeah, at that age, you really don't understand the concept of, you know, what drugs are, what they do to you, that type of thing. But um, being I grew up in a household where I was kind of surrounded by it, I always had some inklings of what it was. Um, and it seemed kind of cool, everybody would pull up, hang out, pass it around, and then just be chilling and laughing for the rest of the day. Like that just sounds cool. Um, so one day I decided to tap into, you know, probably the worst source I could have, in the source of my best friend's older brother. So just to paint the picture of what type of guy this was your typical early 2000s cool dude. So had the Justin Bieber haircut, had the snapback wrapped on the side, had all the ladies, that type of thing. So this was the type of guy that, you wanted to become at that age. When you don't have any other role models, that's the type of person you want to become. That's the ceiling. That's it. So I decided to go to him and ask him, where can I get some of this stuff? And him being the somewhat sleazebag, somewhat older brother, um, he told me I needed to get some money to get it myself. He wasn't about to go out of pocket for just some kid. So respectable. Keep in mind, 11 years old doing this. Um, at that point, I decided my best case was, so he told me I needed $40, right? $40 at that point could probably get you a fairly decent amount. So he probably was just gonna, pocket a little bit of the bread, do his thing, bada bing, whatever, do your thing. But I decided my best course of action was to take some money from my dad. So looking back now, extreme scumbag. Why would you do that? But I'm just here to tell the story. So this is what happened. I went into my house while my dad was sleeping. He worked third shift, so he's usually sleeping during the day. I went to his wallet and I decided it'd be a good idea to pull out $100 bill. So obviously 100 is not $40. That was the only thing that was in there. And in my big brain moment, I decided to take that $100 bill, 11 years old, keep in mind, to a gas station to break it into 20s. Now, imagine you're a teller at a gas station. You see an 11-year-old kid roll up on his mountain bike that was probably his mom's. And he brings in a $100 bill and asks you to break it. What could be the cause? what could this kid be doing? Why does he need 20s in specific? You know, any logical person would make note of that interaction, which he did. I, at that point, rode on my light pink mountain bike. That was indeed my mom's old bike. Um, and rode back to the house. I only needed the $40, so pocketed the 40, and I took the $60 that was left over and put it in his wallet. Now, obviously, this makes no sense, but I was 11 years old, so common sense is out the window. Obviously, it's not being taught to me since I'm doing this at this age with no supervision. So, um, at that point, I took my $40, brought it over to the homie, said, "Hey, your older brother, got to talk to him. Got a deal going on, you know." Brought me downstairs. He was in the basement, of course, as every cool older brother is. And, I gave him the $40. At that point, he took the 40, went on a walk somewhere, God knows where. Magic weed man appears at any corner. Decided pick up, I don't even remember how much it was. It was a medicine bottle full. And we took that medicine bottle. We didn't have anything to smoke out of, so we decided in our another big brain moment to take an old ranch bottle. Sounds disgusting. Thoroughly clean the inside of it. Thoroughly cleaned it. Didn't have any ranch taste. It's okay. If you like ranch, that might be your thing, but tasted fine. Um, Took the ranch bottle, cut a hole into it, and a we took a screen from the bathroom sink. So if you go to your bathroom sink, there's a little screen on it. Usually there's a couple layers of that screen, and we took the bottom layer off of it. I don't know how we even figured this out. This is just something that happened. Took the bottom layer off of it and put it over a God, I'm not a tool guy. I don't know what these are called, but it's like a lug nut type of thing. Like something that's like cylindrical and has a hole at the top. We put the screen through the hole and it worked, We loaded it up from there. First time that I hit it, I can definitively say, or the first time I smoked in general, I can definitively say I didn't really feel anything. I did not really feel anything. And I honestly did not understand it. Like everybody else seemed to be having a good time, and I'm just sitting there like chilling, feeling the same. So I decide, hey, we'll come back and try it again. I had a spot that I put the medicine bottle in my friend's garage that was kind of tucked away. A couple days go by, right? I decide, hey, good time to tap into the stash, see what we can do. I go over to my friend's house, go in the garage, go to my spot. The medicine bottle's not there. It disappeared. I was shocked. I was like, lots of thoughts going through my head. Someone found it, took it. I'm in trouble. Like someone's gonna find out that this is me, right? So I didn't really think about it again after that. Looking back at it, my friend's older brother definitely just took it, like being a teenager, no money, no job, whatever. He definitely took that shit. Side note, sorry if vacuum is going next to my window. So we're gonna make do with what we got. Another thing that I forgot to mention is obviously my dad figured out what happened. So he came he came and asked me pretty much the next day, like, hey, did you take money out of my wallet? Stupid kid said no. Don't know why I didn't just own up to it. Looking back at it, I was just a badass kid, honestly. I just a badass kid. He supposedly went to the gas stations and went to places around and went to see where $100 bill was broken because the evidence was in his wallet. Obviously, the person working at the gas station remembered a child coming in with $100 bill and clocked me immediately. So, had a pretty good conversation after that. yeah, what can I say that I learned from this situation? At that age, nothing. Quite literally nothing. I continued to do the exact same thing over the next few years, if not worse. And I will probably cover most of those in future story times. But um, yeah, learned nothing. Continued on the same path that I was destined to go down in terms of becoming that cool older bro. Um, yeah, fun times for sure. Definitely fun times. Um, Still cool friends with best friend's older brother now. I have brought it up to him, and he just says that he doesn't remember, but he definitely took that shit. I'm gonna be honest, but yeah, that's the first story. Um, if you thought this was a little entertaining, uh, learned something from it, probably didn't, but if you did, please let me know in the comments. Um, yeah, got a lot of other stories to go over. Would love some feedback in the comments. First video, so uh, if there's something that I'm missing or some way that I can make the video better, please let me know. Yeah. Other than that, thank you for watching. Hopefully you stick around to see some future videos. But yeah, other than that, peace.